Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and 3rd level.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Hit. Play.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Zebra. Tiger. Play.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Hey, 20. Play. Tiger. 50.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Carr now on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, Being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Run.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. McCaffrey following the penalty. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Tannehill's first touchdown pass in over a year as they have taken the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, with us this year. Glad to have him, and we will look ahead to all the action coming up this weekend at intermission, as well as look back on this first half. They dump off underneath to Ajayi, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now Carr gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Bryce Butler, 59 yards, and the Falcons are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And out now come the Eagles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Tannehill looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And finding the tight end Hooper. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When we talk about Akeem Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Austin Safarian Jenkins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
What are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we have reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Hey, 20.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Always laugh when I see guys like Deron Payne play because their ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage, to find weak spots in the offensive front and get upfield and make plays, that's what they call playing the piano in the NFL. Those guys who can move it and then get to the quarterback.
To throw is Tannehill. The pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Tannehill now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Play.
Here's Tannehill. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Go. 50-50.
Delay of game. Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Go. Block.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Throwing on 1st down is caught. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bud Dupree. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They run again with a dive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. Now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the gun, it's caught. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
He'll get it up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's... And that is caught! Touchdown, Falcons! Brandon Cooks from 13 yards out. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later. into the end zone. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. They want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke. He simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with a giant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. To throw is Carr. And his pass incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Carr to throw. Stays on his feet. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. They got it the first time they went for it.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I